Well, good morning, everybody. It is comment time, and it is August 15th, 2024. It's 6:38 a.m. The temperature is 44 degrees in northern New Mexico at Eagle Nest Lake at just over 8,000 feet. And what do we have today? The first thing we have is a couple of comments on 5R things I would replace immediately. Olson, Carolyn, where are you at? The background is beautiful. Good gadgets to have. And I answered that question, didn't I? And I answered her online there. Eagle Nest, New Mexico. It's pretty far north. If I draw a straight line going due north in 30 miles, I'll be in Colorado. Desert Diva says, good items to have aboard. I don't have a fancy clock as you, but I have a USB one that monitors the inside temperatures as well as a clock and alarm and does wireless charging of my mobile phone. Oh, it does a lot. I have a TPMS on all my tires, the RV and tow car, and totally agree it can save your bacon. I'm afraid now that if I carried an air fryer on board, I'd be making cookies. I make cookies. I'd be making cookies and probably French fries way too often. I do have a propane oven with unglazed terracotta stone that I use infrequently. That's a good idea if you have a propane oven, is to have a stone in there. Otherwise, it does not heat evenly. That's a really super good tip. I have the exact same toaster that I've probably had for almost 20 years. You're lucky because I just found out you can't get that toaster anymore. I'm sorry for those of you. And she even says there, better guard it carefully as it's now discontinued by Camco. I should have just kept reading, huh? Although if you're lucky, you might come across one on eBay. I saw one on eBay for $40, or a thrift store. I carry a large 10.5 round cast iron with me that I recommend. I also do a cast iron skillet that I use almost daily. Love the umbrella, but for me, I never use my own. I carry a beach umbrella with me. The one you have is nice, but the chairs I have from Sam's Clubs don't have the metal part to clip onto. Love my umbrella. Another thing, Greg Half says, I use that umbrella on my kayak and love it. Terry, 3193, Rob, your priorities are a little out of line. Definitely. He's right. They're out of line. The air fryer for the yummy chocolate cookies before the TPMS, hands down. Cookies before safety. That's funny. There's this Cuddy router for cellular internet. That's like a 2-year-old video. It says, which SMA input should I connect 2 cables from an external antenna for the Cuddy LT700? I have no idea. I don't have this router anymore. I've forgotten everything about it. This is from POTRB 7934. If you're listening, do the Cuddy manual online. Say, Google Cuddy LT700 manual, and I bet you'll find it. I'm sorry I couldn't answer that question. From a couple of comments from the comment video. Piano Man, such a great Billy Joel song. Good morning. Dottie Cam. Okay. Explanation. If you haven't seen it, I did a little singing on the last video in the opening, and it was Piano Man, but I was inserting stuff about the comments anyway. And Dottie Cam was the code word. Is that if you've made it all the way to the end here, the code word, if you've made it to the end, is Dottie Cam. And a lot of people, the next one is from Susan Jack, Dottie Cam. Dan Hardesty, Dottie Cam is the secret word. Well, we do like the Dottie dog. Judy Val, my buddy Judy, Dottie Cam, see you next month. I will see her in Pahrump next month, and she will be on film. Lisa Roth, you could have called her name for the Dottie Cam, and we could have seen her cute face. If she felt like turning around, sometimes in the bed she doesn't. That's Lisa Roth, another good friend of mine and good friend of Judy's. M. Campbell, for the toaster, Google Campe toaster with quotes, not sure identical, but it's close, and it's available in a number of places. I saw that too, but I'm not sure if you start digging into where it says it's available, it's not. Bummer. Amazing Burger. Finally, we get to the most recent video. That's Amazing Burger at Laguna Vista Saloon. Naj, I love talking back roads. They're more interesting. I love, she says talking, but she meant taking back roads. They're more interesting. I always wonder who live in those houses. What's their story? How did they come about living in small towns? And would they ever leave? Notch has another one on the same one. Where's the bacon? Those onion rings make my mouth water. Yum, yum. Give me some. I'm sure if I wanted bacon, I could have gotten bacon. And on the comments video, Dottie Cam, greetings from Jerome and family in Florida. And Don the First, one of my most loyal viewers and commenter. This is on vacuum sealer and Instant Pot. I recall the plastic containers you started with. Yeah, I still have them, but I don't use them as much. I think these vacuum containers will take up so much less room in your freezer. It's like, yes, yes, and yes. Okay. Lisa, again, nice looking burger and onion rings at a really good price. Yeah, it was a pretty good price. It sounds like a lot, but there are places that are way worse. Dottie Travels, definitely worth getting. M. Campbell says, RV Repair Woman has a great channel. She's done several vids about driving with propane on. She makes excellent points that are well explained. She's worth watching for tips and instruction. I don't see how the gas stop valve could possibly be a bad idea, even if it's belt and suspenders. It may be, and I agree with you 100%. The propane line of trailer is longer. The longer it is, the more places it can break. Between dry rot, vibration, and break can certainly happen. Some people get an idea in their head, and it grows roots, making it impossible to change their mind. And I said, check out this video I found demonstrating the gas stop is counting on doing the gas stop versus counting on the things built into the tank. There is a guy that argued with me online forever saying the gas stop doesn't do anything the tank doesn't already do. It's a waste of money. But a guy went out there and he turned on the gas with a regular valve and cut it with scissors, and the line goes everywhere. And then he puts the gas stop valve on and cuts it, and it stops right away. So that sold me. I'm going to have a safety video, and I'm going to include the gas stop and a device that's being delivered today that goes into the refrigerator compartment that automatically puts out a fire if it detects a fire. So I'm going to do a video on that. Thornelius, Dottie Cam, hey, King for a Day on Amazing Burger. Oh my God, if anyone hasn't tried them, air fryers are absolutely amazing for reheating pretty much anything fried, especially onion rings and fries. A must-have for any kitchen collection. If you've ever taken onion rings home from the restaurant and put them in the microwave, bad idea. I mean, just throw them away. But if you put them into the air fryer, crispy again. On that property, now he's commenting on Amazing Burger, but he's talking about the $50,000 acre property that I saw in town here. It says on that property, you would probably want to investigate if it falls under the control of some kind of HOA. It does, because the listing mentions covenants, and that's HOA. That could be a deal killer. Let's see, what else do we have here? RAF veteran 100th birthday. That's my number 172 positive news stories. Naj says, wow, 100 years, may God bless him. Agreed. Beverly Wilson goes, Dottie Cam. Just making observations, says those onion rings sounded like they're worth the trip. Off in a tangent about 1725, when you're talking to Charlie, bottom left-hand corner of the picture, I noticed Charlie Nader is using the 2x4 eye-bolt cargo strap stabilizer. Be interested in your opinion of those. I've always enjoyed your videos. I said they're no longer there. They left, so I can't even look at it or ask about it. JT Wanderer, yes, long for is easier to find. Your shorts get lost among the profusion of posts, and sometimes I miss them. I think most people, when I did my positive news stories and shorts, missed them. I don't know why you don't get notified or something. And the views were dismal, and it just, there's nothing about it I like. So I said, okay, I'm going to stop doing shorts. I'm going to do them long form and just stick with that. And I have more room, and if I want to go over a minute, I can go over a minute. And JT Wanderer made it to the end because they said the code word Dottie Cam. Great video. We'll have to try the burger and onion rings before we leave. That's Charlie Clay. And he also adds Dottie Cam. Yeah, Charlie stayed to the end. Gray Piffle said, Dottie Cam, I always enjoy watching your videos. Keep them up. M. Campbell says, may he get as many next year. That's for the 100th birthday of the RAF, Royal Air Force veteran from World War II. On Amazing Burger, Terry3193 says, looks delicious. Makes me want a cheeseburger and rings. I really like how you're so independent, meaning totally good with touring and trying things alone. So many folks don't seem to be able to do things alone. I've always been comfortable with doing anything by myself. Doesn't bother me at all. I'm sociable and also find alone great video and take us along. I've been doing stuff by myself for a long time. Not that I don't do stuff with friends, but I go for pretty long periods of time, sort of solo camping, and if you're going to be a full-time RVer, doing stuff alone helps a lot. And then Slim Pickens, the last one of the day, and that was only 7 hours ago. Slim Pickens says Dottie Cam, which meant he watched the whole thing. So I hope you're continuing to enjoy these comment videos. I love making them. And I hope you have a great day. And I have already put out my long form positive news story. And after I upload this, I'm going to release, I've got 2 or 3 long form videos already ready to go. And I'm going to pop one of them out there this morning. I hope you watch them and enjoy. Thank you for watching me. Bye.